Any hopes Zambians had of a smooth transition period were dashed when caretaker President Guy Scott dismissed Secretary General Edgar Lungu days before Michael Sata''s burial. The move was met by protests from the party grassroots, forcing Scott to reverse his decision. Since then, the PF party has been embroiled in a power struggle, with some Lungu supporters challenging Scott's legitimacy due to a constitutional provision that nullifies him from being president because both his parents were Scottish. The infighting has culminated in the recent suspension of Scott, a move called null and void. The 20-member group that had suspended Scott has since said it will attend a meeting to be chaired by him this weekend. Edgar Lungu, the last person entrusted to act by Sata before he left Zambia for the last time, is seen as the front-runner to win the party presidency. But he faces a fight from 9 other candidates who have filed their papers, including Sata's widow, son, and nephew. The ruling party is planning a convention later this month to settle on a flag bearer for the January 20th presidential by-election. Aspirants for the presidency will be required to submit their papers with the National Electoral Commission between December 17th and 19th. Farai Mwakutuya, CCTV, Harare, Zimbabwe.
There's been much speculation recently about the health of Michael Sata. But now, after the confirmation of his death, the question of a successor is on everyone's lips. Vice President Guy Scott has been appointed acting president. According to Zambia's constitution, he can only act for 90 days. Then presidential elections have to be held.
Next one.
Scott isn't allowed to run for office, as his parents aren't indigenous Zambians. Unless, of course, the constitution is amended, something Scott supports.
The current constitution under which we are operating right now, the one which happens to exclude me from standing for the presidency on the grounds that my father and mother were not Zambians, that was amended to introduce that restriction in 1996, together with another restriction excluding chiefs, traditional chiefs. It was actually aimed at Kenneth Kaunda by the MMD government of the time. So that was an amendment to the constitution which has far-reaching implications.
Someone else said to have his eye on the presidency is Defence and Justice Minister Edgar Lungu. He's the Secretary General of the ruling party, the Patriotic Front, and recently led the Golden Jubilee celebrations in Sata's absence. Then there are 2 other main contenders.